It's Astrology for Life with Mark Husson. Time for you to expect something wonderful.
Hey everybody, I know I just saw the mute button. You know it's going to be crazy because I love being here with you. Thank you. It's a Mercury retrograde coming up, so I'm just getting a head start. That's all I'm doing. Welcome. Thank you so much for being with me. I am so happy to be here. I was hoping that I'd get a chance to have more time with you other than just my 1 hour a week. And I figured that we could do this little half-hour thing midweek, get us all geared up, see how you all are doing, check in. And if it works and you guys are happy with it, then I'm thrilled. Yay, I know. So, and speaking of the retrograde, I do the shorts, the daily shorts. You all know that I have to do them a little in advance, right? And so the short today, somebody wrote a note in the comments that said, hey, you said the 26th, something about the 26th or the 25th, whatever. And I think I did say it's February 26th, but they were actually talking about the year. Then Lori wrote me, thank you, Lori, and said, you got the year wrong, which is perfect. I did it before the retrograde, but here we are in the retrograde. So I love these retrogrades. I do. I have to tell you all about them. You know my love of the retrograde, and it's not fake. It's very real. But I'm not going to spend as much time in the chat room. Now I'm going to come back to the chat room here in a little bit, but I'm making myself focus on the information I want to get you since we're only doing 30 minutes, but I am going to sneak a peek and say hey to everybody real quick. I just have to. So I just have to. Lenny's in the house. Thank you so much. It is so fun to be here with you on a Wednesday. It really is. Hi, Shelley. Thank you. For years, I believe Mercury retrograde meant trouble. It is now evolved into something more positive. I'm excited. Yay, it needs to. We're the ones creating that, right? We're the ones making this up about and the more fear we hook you in, the more you're going to listen, because we look for the things that scare us. That's what we do. That's just nature. But let's really shift it, because I shifted it to the point I was doing experiments years ago where I was buying the only car I would buy on a retrograde. The only big purchase I would make on a retrograde, just to prove the theory. And I have a lot of good stories around that. So thank you again. Hara, thanks for being here. Laura, thank you. And let's just give shout outs. Christine Dumarier's in the house, our resident psychic and numerologist at 12listen.com. You're going to hear a lot about 12listen.com, where you can most safely pick up the phone and talk to some of the most amazing people in the world. We won't get into that now, but you know about it. Liz, so good to see you. I appreciate you so much. Patty, I love having you here. Thank you. Hey, Christina, Dancing Rainbow, thanks for being here. Donna, thanks. And Mary Jean, Pisces in the house. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Terry. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I know. The retrogrades, these aren't retrograde issues for me. I'm a Mars and Pisces. These issues of like the mute button and all that, I am so amazed that I can even get it all together to come and give you a presentation that it cracks me up. So let's get down to business, you guys. We just had an eclipse 2 weeks ago. Y'all remember that, don't you? The 17th of March. And so what I learned in watching that eclipse is that, okay, so it pounded us in at Aquarius, right? It was I don't remember the exact degree, but it was in Aquarius. So wherever that activates in your life and in your chart, traveled on the Mercury retrogrades. He did. Yogananda traveled on the retrogrades. Oh, I loved his book. The Autobiography of a Yogi, and I think about him a lot. That's so great. Okay, it hit just 2 weeks ago, and now we're at the place where the sun and moon are square, right? They're meaning that when you look at the, let's make sure I'm still there. I hope y'all can. Yeah, good. I just saw my encoder. It said did something weird. So we're going to go with it, whatever it is. And if I get disconnected, I'm coming back. Okay. Even though it looks like I might not be streaming well. You all tell me. And okay, good. Okay. So the sun and moon are now, the moon's in, Cancer and or Gemini, and the sun is in Pisces, right? That's a square. That's a 90-degree angle. When that happens, we get to the decision point from the last new moon. Okay. Okay, good. Thanks. So, we get to this point where we have to, like, what's going on? We ask a question. We set something in motion on a new moon. That's what we're supposed to do. And new moons, we used to think new moons is new beginnings. I'm changing my thought on that a little bit. They are new resets, but they're also invisible. They're also dark. So if you launch something under a new moon, there's a chance that it needs some time to grow. Or if you do something, if you initiated something. But the friction between the sun being in Pisces and the moon being in Gemini, it creates a friction that makes us choose. Okay, so what we do is the sun is mutable, the moon is immutable. Two mutables are either opposite. These are square. These are 90 degrees. If they're opposite, they're more compatible. If they're square, you must choose between the two. And that's why the message gets sent out that we're asking you to choose from that new moon. So here's how the choice that I'm talking about. Under that new moon, if you can think about a new direction or something that woke you up during this last couple of weeks, something that sets you in a new course, some observation that you had that was a little different, something that sort of made you like, this is different. I'm changing this up. If you had something like that go on, just ignore the things in the room. Those are done a while ago. Sound's gone off. Okay, sound's off. Y'all hear me? You hear me? Just sound back. Because what'll happen is this recording will get. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm waiting for somebody to tell me you can hear me. Bump, bump. Check your sound. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, thank God. Okay. I left and came back, and now I can hear you. Okay, good. Thank you. That's what I need. So think about that decision that happened on the new moon, and I will make sure that these settings get rehashed. I'm rebooting everything before the shows, you guys. Thank you. All right. So there's something that a wake up. Okay. I think it happened in the Aquarius way because Aquarian, it's the air sign, the fixed air. And I do think that we get this place where, we look at life differently. Something shifts, okay? And over that new moon eclipse, it was a powerful eclipse. We're at the 2-week point now where we're actually looking at the choice. Yes, the new moon in Aquarius set up a new beginning for us. And I also said, if you start something under a new moon, sometimes it can tend to be invisible. Okay. Now you can't hear me? It's clicking in like a blip. Oh my God, I'm going to kill my sound. Okay, hold on. What I'm going to try to do is stop recording it on my end and see if we'll get all the resources back. All right, am I back? Like a blip, you say. Okay. Still doing that blip thing? Am I blipping? Hey, Michelle, can you hear me? Yes. Okay, good. Thanks, Patty. All right. So just a summary, new moon eclipse, powerful beginning point. Okay. 2 weeks later, we have a obstacle and we're choosing. What I'm thinking is, still blipping. Christine says I'm still blipping. The sound is good there. Okay, I'm just going to keep going, you guys. If more than one of you say it's blipping, then I'll do something different. All right, thank you. So the obstacle. So we're in a choice point where we have to make a choice, and I want you to look and see if you energetically saw something change over the past 2 weeks from that eclipse. Aquarius is about the mental, the mind. It's the overview. It's the seeing something above everything else. And we make decisions from that. And that eclipse set that decision in motion, okay? And so 2 weeks later, we're at the halfway of the moon, all right? The moon looks like it's cut in half. And usually that's considered a fork in the road moment. How are you doing? Are you on track? Do you feel like your path went where it was supposed to go? Or do you need to recalibrate? That's just a big question. You'll see me ask those questions sometimes in my little shorts that I do. So what I did for this retrograde, now tonight at about 10:48 p.m. Pacific time, Mercury is going to stop moving forward. Okay, it's going to just stop. It's called a station. We're passing it in such a way that we're in that, the highway thing I talk about when we're driving up to a car. At the point you're passing it, it looks like the car isn't moving. And please do find my short on the retrograde. I also did a short on Liz Green talking about how the subconscious mind must work to talk to us, okay? Because your chart is a way to see how your subconscious mind is working with you. And that's one of the things that John has really mastered. If you're a member of the site and you haven't seen John yet, think about that, because that's one of the things he's amazing at, is seeing what the subconscious mind is doing and mapping it for us. Now, you're on the highway, you're passing a car, it looks like the car isn't moving anymore. That's that station point, because nothing's moving, and then we pass it and it looks like that car is going backwards. That is the retrograde. Now that happens tonight, so it's a station. Usually when the Mercury stations, we have to get our sea legs. It's a little weird. Things are a little more intense. So those little faux pas that happen under the retrograde, those little faux pas that happen because we're usually getting adjusted to this non-movement, and then it starts going backwards. Now, what's interesting to me is on the day we had the eclipse, Mercury was at 6 degrees of Pisces. Let me see. And I want to make sure it doesn't matter. Mercury, let's say 6, and I'll make sure that degree, because you all don't care about the degrees. But when it, okay, so it's going to then go backwards. Okay, it's going to go backwards, and at some point it's going to meet up with the sun at the same point. Now let me give you the visual. You know I love to do that, so I'll hook it up here so you can see. Bim, bim. Okay, here's the big monitor. There it is. Okay, check this out, you guys. And I know you did this on my show. I did this with you on my show. But here is Mercury, right? Let's see, right here. And I got it right here at 22 degrees of Pisces, right? This is the retrograde, where it's going to retrograde. When it retrogrades, it's going to go back this way, and it's going to eventually meet up with the sun. And that's the moment. Okay, that's the moment when it meets up with the sun, and it's on March 7th, and I'll go over that with you. That's when it changes everything. That's when we go from what's called the Epimethean cycle, which we're looking at everything, we're reviewing, we're looking at our life, to the Promethean cycle, where we're looking now ahead. But interestingly enough, on that day, that was actually where Mercury was on the eclipse. So that's why this is so important right now. Where your awareness was, looking closely over your life, and I am telling you, I'm convinced that we changed. Something woke us up, and it is a new moon, so it's not like this wake up like aha yet, but a seed got planted pretty deep. And you're going to watch this thing grow. And I went sign by sign to help you out a little bit, because I know that would be fun. But this is a very powerful time. And if you're feeling like life is tough right now, if you're feeling like, oh, you're not sure that you're like, doesn't feel good, that's okay. Because even a little leaf coming through that dirt for spring, that's painful. But it does it, and you do it, and you get the strength to do it. And we're getting strength. We're going to a full moon. So the moon is now halfway light. We're more light than we are dark, actually, today. And that is a symbol, because everything's a metaphor in astrology, but that's a symbol for you of your powers coming back, and your awareness is coming back. Now, let me see how you're doing real quick, and then I'm going to go sign by sign. Man, this is going to go too fast, didn't it? Okay. Oh, good. You have a job interview. That is amazing. Leo Sun, Gemini Moon. This is okay. I'm going to go over the chart. We're going to see that. Congratulations. I think that the process will take you through the retrograde. Somebody asked me their dog is very sick, and they this might be the week they have to say goodbye to their baby, right? It's always heartbreaking. And she was like, I don't want to do it under a retrograde. And I'm like, well, let's look. I have a feeling you bought the dog under a retrograde, but if not, we'll see. I had the birth date of the dog. The dog is a retrograde dog. So, but older, it's not like it's whatever you do under a retrograde, we'll do again under the retrograde. So if you buy your house under the retrograde, you'll sell it under the retrograde. You get your job interview on a retrograde, you'll get hired under a retrograde, or you'll quit it in years to come under a retrograde. It's not like every retrograde is the same energy, right? Okay. Now let's go real quickly. I'm going to show you this. Here's how I did this. Pisces, this cycle for you is about self-awareness. I know so many Pisces right now are shifting in what's happening to them, how they have a relationship with everyone else, like your relationship to people, to things around you. You're changing, and you're starting to bring appreciation into the fold, meaning your appreciation of yourself. It's almost like I'm watching Pisces start becoming aware of themselves. And this cycle is so powerful for that. This retrograde is going to help you with that, where you see, what am I doing? You know that thing where you've merged so long with somebody else, you forgot who you were and what your flavor was for yourself? Like, you don't even like chocolate. You just lived with this person who loved chocolate. And now that's Pisces for sure. Okay, Aries. You're getting restructured. Saturn is in Aries. Neptune is in Aries. You guys, this is such one of the most monumental times you could possibly have. It's powerful, it's serious, and I definitely think the old things, you're going to be reviewing things for a while, but this retrograde is going to help you review what is serving you, what isn't. Let go. Breathe, though. Breathe. Don't work fast. This stuff takes a minute, especially when you're dealing with Saturn. But this Mercury is going to help you see what is going on. Like this Mercury for real. Like if I move this chart to bring Aries to the top. You can see everything's happening in your 12th house. If you're an Aries rising, but energetically in Aries too. But let me tell you, it works like that. So breathe, look at everything as a metaphor. Watch my Liz Green video on how to turn things out here into as if you had them as a dream. Very gestalt, but very important. That gestalt just makes me sound so smart. Okay, Taurus says, you have a new relationship blooming, and I think it's not a personal one. I think it's with people. And I think it's like a new job environment or some kind of like more global relationship, like-mindedness. And I think you need to stay open to that, because this is the powerful Mercury, remember, and it is bringing information from that eclipse to you right now. Geminis, you are coming out in ways I have never seen before. You are clearing the way. This Mercury does drive you crazy, I know. Geminis and Virgos, you guys are ruled by Mercury. What are you going to do? So you're coming out, but you're coming out in a way that's like you're seeing what it is, how to care for you. The mother part of you is coming out. And this is probably one of your most powerful retrogrades because of that Mercury being imbued with the energy of that eclipse. And it goes back to that eclipse point when the Mercury touches the sun, which I'm going to get into that date too. So I want you to pay attention to how you're caring for yourself, how you're caring for others, and see how that is evolving and changing. And how are you all doing? Okay, good. Okay, good. I think you're okay. Cancers, you are like learning something, like a lid opened. I told you that happened to me. Like all of a sudden this lid opened of how I could do this and how I want to be connected to you in a deeper way, in a more profound way, and how I want to learn more and how I want to bring you more information. All of that happened under this cycle. And so I know when I see it, it's like you see when I put Cancer on the rising sign, all that stuff goes into the 9th house. Okay. So this is big. Leo, you have been in super caregiving mode. I don't know what it is about you guys, but you have been super in this role of having to care for others, which is a very interesting thing because we always think of Leo as the ones with the ego. It isn't that. We know that's not the case. We know it's typically Aquarians, the opposite, that have the ego because they have that fixed mind. And Leo is looking for the ego, which is why they look more arrogant, but they're really not. You guys have been giving yourselves. I hope you're getting the support and love back that you need, but I'm telling you, it's coming. Your reward is coming. There's something about this that's been amazing. What you've been doing for somebody else or for other beings, I don't know. But I think this retrograde is going to bring you something super special. Virgos, you are renegotiating everything, your contracts with everyone. And if you look at what you've been up to, I think there's something been brewing in you. And retrogrades kind of drive you guys, well, from the outside looking at Virgos, we think you all go a little crazy under the retrogrades, and Geminis too. But I don't think so, because I have Venus there. So I track all this. I do think you look at the world a little differently, and this angle that it's going to give you is going to be pretty interesting and pretty amazing for you. I think you're going to come to some truths that you haven't been able to get to in a while. Let me see how y'all are doing. Oh, thank you, Lenny. God bless you. All right. Libra. You're changing stuff up. It's your ritual. I think a lot of Libras were feeling like they're just not feeling that life force, and they've been looking for it. But really what it's going to require is you shaking off old patterns and you getting to a place where you feel more connected to your own will, not to this routine that you're stuck with, but your own will. You wake up and change things up. Guess what? Just because you want to. And we all know Paris gave that golden apple to the goddess who promised him what he really wanted, even though he knew which one was the prettier one. You guys know how to put yourselves first. Do it. You don't have to make a big announcement about it. Okay. Scorpios, this is really about, you've been serious, you've been really getting deep, you've been taking life a little way too seriously. I know that's like an oxymoron. Is it possible for a Scorpio to take life too seriously? But you are ready to play. This thing is going to show you what it is you're holding on to that you don't need to hold on to. I think it's going to be a reveal, like a real reveal, that give you an opportunity to be more vital and to rejuvenate. Now, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Pisces, the last half of the zodiac, this is really about revitalizing you guys. This is truly about plugging in. Now, if you know your chart, that would be if all that stuff is happening at the lower part of the chart. But in general, this should apply to you perfectly. Sag, this is all about you finally reclaiming your personal territory. Like inside, you've probably been selling out a lot for other people. Sages are really roamers and they're nomads, but you've probably been stuck with ever albatross around your neck that Sages create because they have to. They have to have that thing that holds them back to prevent them from going to that big leap. Well, we're about to take the big leap and you're about to move that thing off your neck. It'll balance back again. But this is really one of the ways that you're going to get going. Okay, let me make sure. I'm getting a little notification. Okay, good. No, I think we're good. So good luck, Sag. Your magic is coming back. Capricorn, what you have done over the past few weeks, what you've learned, what you've taken in is about to change your life. I mean it. It's a big one for you. I really feel this for you guys. So notice what you've learned. Put all that information together and let's bring about the change that you've been wanting to make. It might look small to you in the beginning, but I think it's going to explode. Aquarius, if you've been worried about money, if you've been worried about anything that's been going on that shakes up your security, I think you're going to see where the source of that worry is and you're going to shift it. This is about changing it from self-attack, which you do. Aquarians do that self-doubt, that self-worry. They turn on themselves and they're going to bring it out here. You're going to bring it out here and see the source of it. And I think it's going to be a very powerful time for you. That's what this retrograde gift can be for you. Okay. So let me put on the screen a little review. I want to see how you all are doing. I'm pulling this off in 30 minutes. I'm telling you. Hang on. Let me see how you are doing. Bring back my magic. That's right, Liz. I love that. Okay, this is good. Okay. Oh, I'm warming up. This is good. I was psyched for this. I was like, can I do this in 30 minutes? And I would love to be an hour with you, but I think I know myself and I know my own energy gets old with too much exposure. So I think this twice a week thing is going to work. We'll see how you guys feel about it. Members, don't forget, I'm keeping up the quizzing, and if you need things tweaked, I want you to let me know. Now listen, March 7th, write that down. March 7th, that is the retrograde North Star. We're going to call it the North Star. Everything between now and then is review, repair, and revisit. Okay? So not only are we at the halfway moon, we're at this point where Mercury hasn't even begun to go backwards yet. So we're using the Epimethean cycle. That is where Mercury hasn't come up to the sun. Now I'm going to show you a visual of how Mercury touches the sun, just so you understand what I'm talking about, and it's not just hokey language, okay? I'm changing this calendar to reflect the days. I'm going to bring it closer to us. Don't worry. Now, I'm going to move this days. Keep an eye on Mercury. Here's Mercury right here. Okay, it's next to, look at, what day is it conjuncting Venus? On Saturday, big day to be nice to people, get what you want done, be like, ask for whatever it is, favors you've been afraid to ask. Taurus, Taurus and Libras know how to do this in droves, but they're going to have a big advantage on the weekend. Getting what they want. Okay. Now let's keep going forward. Look at Mercury. It's 21 here. The sun's at 11. Mercury's at 21, going backwards, right? Now look, 19 and 14. This is Mercury. I should make it easier for you to see by removing Mercury. Hold on. I'll remove all the messy stuff around. There we go. Okay. Now let me go on. Oh, no, stop. Get back here. Get back here. Where are we? Hold on, you guys. We're March 11th. We passed it. All right, hold on. There we go. All right, so now here we are, March 3rd, March 4th, March 5th, March 6th, March 7th. Look, it's at 16 and 17. It passed. So it's on that day. I can't get it exact because I'm not messing with the hours. But look, March 7th is when it hits. right here with the sun. That's what I mean about this is the day, March 7th, when we have the Promethean cycle, meaning Mercury and the sun conjunct, they come together. It's called a combustible Mercury. Vedic astrologers don't like this connection. I love it. It's insight city, man. It is crazy for getting insights and things done. And from that moment on, you'll feel the switch. Put it in your calendar. I want you to see if you feel the switch from going from this taking care of business in the past to this feeling of like, I think I can move ahead. And we have about 10 more days before the retrograde settles. And you probably know the date, but I'll give you the date when Mercury, see, I don't even care when it goes direct, so I don't even make note, but I should. It's right around the 20th, okay, of March. Oh, April 4th. April 4th is when it goes to that same 16 degrees. This is where Mercury was during the eclipse. This is where Mercury is for the Promethean cycle when it hits the sun. And check this out. It keeps going all the way back, and then it comes forward. Once the retrograde is over, we'll see Mercury coming back around. And look at this. It hits that 16-degree point on April. It's the 4th. Well, it looks like it's, yeah, because this is, let's call it the 3rd, April 3rd. Because I was looking at an ephemeris. So on April 3rd is the final moment of that, whatever happened from the eclipse till now. That's the end of the retrograde. So it goes until April 3rd. Pay attention. Just enjoy it. You don't have to figure anything out. There's nothing you can do wrong here, right? It's just a matter of knowing so that you can make the most of it. Let me see how y'all are doing, and I'll say goodbye. It's going to be taped, Connie. Don't worry. I stopped my personal recording of it because I was worried it was affecting the sound, but it turns out it wasn't. 17 degrees will be on my rising. Yeah, Mary Jean. Gosh, oh my gosh. Insight City, Mary Jean. I think of you a lot when I think about the Pisces journey, okay? Don't forget, I'm doing these shorts every day, so subscribe to the shorts. I'm changing them up. They're going to be a lot more about getting things done and a lot more action-driven. 12listen.com is where we get our bread and butter. That's where the tribe is. If you want to go take it out, take a look at it. I'll put on the screen, I think I have a place to put the dates. There they are. I think I did the important dates. So there's some dates. If you have any questions, y'all good? That was 30 minutes. You guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for being with me. I will see you next Monday, but I'll be here doing the shorts. So need anything, let me know. Thanks for coming by. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign out. I'm going to just put the screen on and we'll start shutting it down so you guys can talk to each other if you want on the way out. Thank you for everything, you guys. Have a beautiful day.